Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Summoner. I'm your host, the Game Darius. Last we left off, I had taken a slight bit of a pause so that I can get a little bit used to our newest character, Rosalind. And she plays alright. She's more of a stay in the back, casting energy and magic spells and whatnot kind of a character. Trying to combo with her is difficult because at the moment she only uses staves, which are a pain in the ass to try to combo with because you don't know what side of the goddamn stick she's gonna whack someone with. Then the fact that she's like 5 levels lower than everyone else. I'm not salty about that. I don't know what you're talking about. So, we're gonna proceed a little ways. Our current quest actually is to find the Ring of Light, which is in the catacombs below the Crypt of the Kings. I was considering going back to Masad first in order to do that, but we're already here. That and I had saved here, realizing, oh wait, I wanted to go back to Masad. I probably should try to do that, but then, whatever. Truth be told, too, it has been a little bit since I last recorded this, so if I'm a little bit rusty, that's why. I hadn't gone talk to this dude up here yet. So let's do that. Or do that. Sister Billin of Nahul. The nomad kingdoms of Nahul lies on the northern steppes of Orinia. My father was revered among his people as a holy man. When Murad came to the power, he enslaved his people to rebuild the Tower of Aleh. My father spoke out against him. No man should be slave to another, my father said. No man may claim dominion over heaven, and for this the soldiers tortured and murdered him. One of my father's disciples took me into hiding. He knew I would not be safe so long as Murad ruled, and so he brought me here. He knew no one that would ever harm me under the protection of the Iona monks. I'm doubtful if he's an evil prick. The man who saved me was a Medievan named Tathal, who was a wonder, and I do not know whether he is alive or dead. If you should meet him in your journey, give him this scroll. God damn it. Had I met him in a hole? I don't know if I've met him in a hole or not. You're not in a hole, are you? I'm sorry, traveler. It will take you many years to open these doors. Only monks who have sworn the oath may enter the great library. Inside these walls, we guard the pages written in the languages of the gods. For all but the prepared mind, this path leads to madness and death. I am Brother Morin. I am a monk of Iona. Okay then. Not that way. I did get her some more protective gear than what she was wearing, i.e. nothing. About it. Most of the better gear she can't wear yet, or at all, probably. Knowing my luck. I've already been through here, haven't I? Doors open and everything. Hi. Leisure, deciphering orders, Ian, Chamberlain, someone must attend to. Okay. He talks a lot but says nothing. Got it. They collect taxes around here. Seriously, I'm trying to find my way into the crypt. Or their catacombs, whatever the hell you want to call them. Do you know the way into the catacombs? You will one day meet a man searching for the tomb of Ganis. He will come to Iona, and you must be the one to give it to him. He will speak its name. Okay. I have no clues, sir. Where thou put thine catacombs? Surely it'd be in the lower levels. You know? I mean, a smart person would take a look at this map and look for places they've not yet been. Or talk to people that they don't think to know. I have not found Sama. Was Sama outside these walls? I don't freaking know. Oh, hello. Hello. The monk towers above the aspirants who scurry around the kitchen. They prepare an evening meal of soup and bread. The monk's bearded face is a mass of boils and sores. That does not look like a face of boils and sores. How much escapes your eye? The divine words scar all who study the tomes of the great library. IOC holds power over life itself, and many have perished by the word. I am one of the fortunate, but my spirit suffers more than my body. IOC is the language of the gods, and the glyphs of this language, Gival and his children, made the world and all things in it. You, me, the soup and the bread, we all have been written in words that move on the page before your very eyes. I'm Master Aruns, Cellarer of Iona. The monk shakes your hand with a fist as thick as a bear paw. All our food and drink, from the lower turnips to the mighty hen, are under my vigilant care, and I watch over the aspirants so they do not spill the broth or char the meat. These children here do Iona's work. They sow and mend and plow and reap. They sweep the floors and bake the breads. A hard apprenticeship, but the smart ones learn and become novices. Then they train with the Master of Keys and the Master of Arms. It's a long road to the great library, friend. If the aspirants work hard and learn their lessons, they'll be novices at 15 years. The Master of Arms teaches them to fight. The Master of Keys teaches them to read IOC. In 6 years, and as ordained monks of the order, they may pass through the doors of the library. Being a monk sucks. I mean, I suppose if you know nothing else of life besides just, you know, this, then, you know, it's kind of whatever, but, man, cannot pick. Seriously, do I need a lockpick or something? Is that a thing? It makes sense. I just hate that it makes sense. Do it. Alright. I'll come back when I figure out how the hell to do that shit. You'd have thought that in the weeks of playing this, I would have figured out, hey, I need to have a thing in order to open the things. Nah, that'd be smart. Oh, you must be the Master of Arms. Master of Arms stands before her students, with one good eye peering out from its socket. She observes the swirling combat of the novices. Sharp as a blade, her words echo around the hall. The novices struggle to grasp their meaning. I'm Adhama, Master of Arms. Though we are no longer a brotherhood of knights, we must strengthen the body and discipline the mind. The monks of Iona will not fight a battle of Do not fight a battle of arms. We will fight a battle of wills. The divine words open worlds within us, and the enemy assumes many forms. A goat-headed warrior, an army of red-cloaked knights, a flight of dragons. Defeat means madness, death, and eternal suffering. The divine words are the Ios. Yeah, I know that part. Am I not supposed to? There was something I was supposed to do with her, right? Novice observes the battle and combat intently, studying the movements of the combatants. Oh, you sir look far older than 21. All the novices will tell you they're not scared, but don't believe them. They're more terrified than you can imagine. Do you see how withered and broken these old monks are? They're the lucky ones. Oh, this is okay. Okay. Better not be something relatively simple like I have to talk to them as Joseph. I totally didn't forget the character's name. Why would you possibly think that? Ah, this camera. Thank you. Okay, tending to chickens. I'm not even sure how the hell I get out of this place again. All I know is that I've received a couple of quests. And I need to figure out where the hell these catacombs are. I would have thought that they would have been the big ass hole in the wall there. Oh, Guardian of the Cryptic Kings. In the twilight of the chaos, the Hierophant of Urath decreed that the princes of the 13 clans must come to Iono for burial. Cool. Do you have the key? Here is the key, and now you must find the door. In the minor library, where the novices learn their studies, you will find what you seek. Shit. Okay, so how do I get into the library? Maybe because I have the key, dude will let me in? I mean, as long as I don't try to read the texts of insanity. Just saying. Wait. Texts that drive you insane? Is there a Lord Master Cthulhu? Great, I just want to get into the minor library. Oh. Only monks of the order. Come on. Wait. Maybe I can talk as Rosalind. No. Sorry, traveler. What traveler? She's been here a while, I presume. Heck. Alright. Okay, this is fine. I just gotta try to find another bit of library part that I can actually enter. Brother Widdy. Look, trembles in his robes. His round pallid head glistens with a sheen of sweat. I am Brother Wid. They call me Wid the Terrified. I am the reader of the Scroll of Monas, which Carados himself proclaimed from the drowned city. In the scroll, there stood a gnarled, dark tree, dark with the 100 ravens. I spied a beautiful maiden in the gossamer robe, bearing her head in her arms. I fled from a 12-headed monster with 12 tails, writhing like snakes. These visions haunt me to this day. I cower in the world of shadows. The world of the book becomes my world. The monks of the island go mad unless they are saved. In the catacombs below the Cryptic Kings, there lies the axe of Iccus. With this weapon, I would face the phantoms that haunt me. Whether I live or die, I shall be free. An axe, you say? Now, I'm not usually the kind of guy to not give up a quest item, but depending on how this axe is. The novice hides in shadows, clutching a bowl. She narrows her eyes and scowls at you. Go away, leave me alone. Yes, I am. What do you want? Demon is looking for you. He is. He mustn't find me. He mustn't learn about the book. Please don't tell anyone. I swear to me you won't tell anyone. I swear? I was in the abbot's tower, helping the prioress, when I overheard the abbot talking upstairs. He asked Master Ian to return a book to the great library. The book sat on the table, not far from where I worked, but when he left the tower, Master Ian forgot about his errand. I grabbed the book and ran after him. I wanted to call out, Master Ian, you forgot the book, but something stopped me. I stood in the courtyard, holding this book in my hand, and all I wanted to do was read it. I knew I'd be punished if I did, but I couldn't help myself. Only an outsider would ask such a... Well, what do you think I am? Jesus, for 3 years I've been a novice, and 3 more years I must wait to enter the library. 3 years. And here was my chance to have the very thing I'd been waiting for all my life. No, not at first. I hid the book away where no one would find it. Every chance I found, I'd sneak away to look at the book, to feel the leather binding and touch the vellum pages. I watched the shifting words, but did not read them. Not at first. I was afraid. The words are very dangerous. Madness, despair, and death are Iosi's curse for the minds that some prepared. But I had no power against the lure of the book. Many glyphs were strange to me, and they shifted before I had a chance to read them. The words began to burn in my mind, and I could neither sleep nor eat. In every shadow of the mind, I saw phantoms of the dead, monks and knights, kings and queens. I knew the words would kill me if I did not surrender the book. Yes, but to whom? I knew the monks would banish me, and I would not trust the others. If they made me leave, I have nowhere to go. If I cannot live on Iona, I will not live at all. Too bad for you now. If you can find a way to return this book to the Great Library, you will save me. Gives you a book, an ancient volume bound in blood-red leather and etched with intricate gold swirls. The tome weighs as if it were carved from stone. This is the book of Grahasta. Yeah, words. Bring it to the Great Library and keep my secret safe. So wait. Why can't you get into the secret library? You're a freaking... whatever. Every so often I have to look at this thing. And yes, I am freaking rich. Excuse me again, goddamn it. I am freaking rich right now. That is mostly from the fact that I went and ground a little bit more of those basite tails. And for a dude that's not very rich, I suppose. Yeah, okay. For a dude that's not very rich, you know, living in the slums and whatnot, he is paying me a small fortune every single time that I go up to him and be all like, hey guy, I have a shit ton of tails. No guarantee they're actually from the sewers. But, you know. Crypt of Kings, Twilight of Chaos, Hierophant. There's so much lore in this, but a lot of it is repeated a lot. One day, oh right, you're the one that's all, hey, you're gonna talk to the man of Genghis Khan or something. Oh, that was a long yawn. Sorry. Let's see. So the crypt is in the lesser library. I wonder if I can just tell the dude, hey, your Hama lady. She's in the orchard. Ooh. Yes. You are making a grave accusation. Do you have any proof of this? Can you show me this book? The Book of Garhardas. Sama has violated the code of the order and endangers us all. You were wise to bring the book to me, and here is something for your troubles. She's been banned. Whoops. I mean, I suppose it could have just not. Embroidered, Death and Ruin. They just need to figure out how the hell to get into the lesser library, I guess. A very apt name for it, but okay. I mean, I have myself here, the guide and all that fun stuff, but it's not a very big. It's just not a very big. Wait. Oh, there's a left side to this place as well. Okay. Or sorry, there's a right side to the library. Maybe I can sneak in. He says, really hoping. I could dream. Oh, it's not a dream, I'm probably sleeping. I'd like to at least get done a couple of episodes before I decide to nap. Okay, yep, here we are. I wonder if I talk to Sama again. Tama? Anna? She gonna be mad at me? She's gonna be mad at me. Hi. Yes. I gave it to Brother Iman. You gave the book to Brother Iman? Of all the monks of Iona, you gave it to him? Do you realize what you have done? Did you tell him where you found it? Yes. I will be banished from the island, and I will never enter the Great Library. Please leave me. I was wrong to trust you. Oops. I really hope that she wasn't the method of which that I had to enter the Great Library. Because only novices and monks can enter the Great Library, so... Oh, wait. Is this a side library? Can I have entered this? Please be the little library of novices. I mean, it's not just me. Think of it this way, too. If I had returned the book and she, you know, had lied and all that fun stuff, then would she really be considered worthy? Food for thought. A Iridian woman with silver hair teaches the novices in the minor library. Some students pore over the tomes, others listen to her lecture. I'm Igan, master of keys. I teach the novices how to read Iosi, language of the gods. A novice must study the divine words for 6 years before she swears the oath and enters the great library as a monk of the order. Language of creation, writing of the book, blah blah blah. Though we study Iosi, we cannot write it. We can copy the glyphs, though the power of our words is faint in the light of the source. Such is the writing of sorcerers and mages, nothing but a shadow of the true words. Did the gods create Iosi? Did Iosi create the gods? Here is the answer. The divine words are Gaval, the Father, maker of all things. When we read the sacred scrolls, we read Gaval. Gaval is Iosi, and Iosi is Gaval. This is very... What came first, chicken or the egg? In our myth, the children rebelled against Gaval and banished him from the spheres. But to what prison, to what island was he banished? The answer lies in the books and scrolls of the library. The answer lives in the glyphs that dance. Yes, the words shift on the page. Things are created and destroyed. People are born and they die. Fate, destiny, and fortune are dreams of the unenlightened. Nothing is preordained but chaos and change. Children I speak of are the four: Urath, Amasito, Vadagar, and Lahara. Iosi created them, and in binding Iosi, they built their world. Binding Iosi, Urath gave flesh to the Sudani. Destroying the Great Library would free Gaval from the words that bind him. Many pages have already perished, and so we live in a world of discord. Gaval unleashed would mean the end of this world and the creation of the new. We are the Sudani, you and I. The name means winged people because in the days before the third Arenugyeth, our ancestors had wings. The war between Urath and his sister Lahara in the Third War. Lahara destroyed Urath. This is why our people no longer fly or live in glass cities in the sky. I might have asked this question before, but does anyone else think that this is one of those recovering from apocalypse sort of stories, and the time where we lived in glass cities in the skies, and flight more mean to like skyscrapers and planes? More food for thought. Do you not understand? In the writing of Iosi, the gods mastered Gaval. In the writing of Gaval, the gods mastered Iosi. No, this does not make it understandable. The gods mastered Gaval. In the writing of Gaval, the gods mastered Iosi. The force of creation is bound here in the books of the library. This is how the gods imprisoned Gaval as Iosi, language of all creation. Just point me in the direction of the catacombs. that said, I am going to go ahead and give this episode an end, as I seem to be close to the catacombs. I'm not sure. This is a small library. And I'm probably going to look up on whether or not I could have done something else helping that woman not be screwed. My statement still stands, though. If she was lying all that fun stuff, then is she really eligible to read the almighty language of the god, or the god that is the This mythology is stupid and confusing. In any case, thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this series as much as I am currently enjoying it. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.